everybody at home. Welcome back to the Funny Foodie Queen. Today we're gonna make a dessert pizza. So you're thinking, what's that? Instead of having sauce and cheese, it's gonna have chocolate, it's gonna have strawberries, it's gonna have bananas, it's gonna have drizzled nuts and Oreos. Watch this one, you're gonna love it. So today, our ingredients are gonna be fresh dough, which you could buy at your supermarket or any pizza place. Just go and be like, hey, can I buy a dough ball? Any kind of dark chocolate, a large sized bar like this, that's the amount we're using on the bottom crust. Next, fresh bananas sliced up, fresh strawberries sliced up, Oreos crumbled up, and pecans all crushed as well, with a confectionery sugar drizzle and fresh chocolate and butter that we're gonna use on the crust. We'll show you what's next. Alright, so today instead of like a normal thinner pizza, I'm gonna make it medium sized and a little thicker so it has a fluffier crust. It's gonna be more dessert-ish. So you're gonna leave it pretty fluffy around the edge. And you're only gonna push the middle out a little because you're not trying to make such a big pizza. I personally will pop these little bubbles because it's gonna give you an imperfection, which it's not my favorite. Some people love the bubbles though, so depends who you are. Alright, so just a quick turn and a slap. We're doing a small one because we're not making a big pie today. Alright, now you're gonna put your hands open underneath like a little hack and you're just gonna toss. Also, if you're not really a pizza maker, and this is hard for you because for me it's kind of easy, you would put it on the table and you would use your hands in a flat motion and spread it as you go. It's way easier for someone who's not experienced. Alright, so this is small with a nicer crust. And we're gonna add some delicious, already melted dark chocolate. It's gonna I told a few people about this pizza and I literally have like a line of people that are like, oh, we'll be back at 4 o'clock when that video is done to get a bite. And I'm excited to share this pizza dessert love with everybody. Not for the faint of heart. Now you're just gonna spread it with a spoon. So we're pretty much covering the whole bottom as if it's our tomato sauce, except it's chocolate. And around the edges, we are gonna do a butter and powdered sugar little shake. It's gonna be beautiful. So now that you've spread your chocolate, we're gonna actually bake this piece in the oven with just a few little nuts crumbled on top. These are pecans, but whatever you like. You could use almonds, you could use peanuts, you could do whatever you like. I'm gonna do a half and half. I'm gonna bake some on and I'm gonna drizzle some at the end as well. I'll just leave a few in the cup. And next we've got crushed Oreos. I've loved these my whole life, one of my favorite cookies, and that's why they're on my first dessert pizza. Wanted to give you guys some home, exciting, delicious ideas for when you're on the couch and you're like, let's make something super fire. Alright, now we're baking the baby. Mine again is gonna be a little hotter than yours, but you're gonna put your oven up to 500 degrees and you're gonna bake it for probably about 12 minutes. But check it and you'll see when the crust starts to get brown and nice, you'll know. Alright, wait till we open the oven next. That smell is gonna grab you by your nostrils like, eat me. Alright, now you're gonna grab your pizza out of that oven. And if during the process of baking it had any bubbles, I used a fork and actually poked them down a little to keep it flat and pretty looking. Now, you're gonna bake it till it's lightly brown. And the next thing we're gonna do is add butter to the whole outside that's melted. And I melted down a half a stick of butter. It could be too much, it could be too little, but that's what I started with. Next, what we're gonna add is gonna be fresh fruit. So we're gonna start with bananas. And you can make any kind of little pretty design you'd like, or not if you don't. I'm gonna lay them down like pepperonis on my pizza. You could do whatever you like. And we're going to now add some strawberries. We're gonna lay them down in between your bananas. I didn't do any extra sugar to the strawberries. Sometimes I would, because this is such a sweet pie to begin with. The pizza dough itself is regular, so it'll balance out the sweetness. It'll be savory and nice. This looks like a kiss. To all you at home. So next I'm gonna do a tiny bit more butter because it already dried. Just like to wet it. And then you're gonna take your powdered sugar and you're gonna put it around the edges. And I'm gonna give it like a small on the top, sprinkle everywhere. Next, we're gonna use our pastry bag. Also, it's a mess. It's already dripping, it's all over the counter. Make sure you've covered your counters if you're not trying to get sticky everywhere. So now you're just gonna drizzle it. This pizza looks unbelievable, not gonna lie. You do it like a balsamic drizzle, but it's chocolate. Nobody's mad at that idea. All right. Is there ever enough chocolate? I think we've made it. Even though there's extra, Cousin Kim, you can have it. Now we're gonna add the rest of the Oreos to give it a little crunch on top. A few too many, I don't know if there's a such thing. And then we're gonna add our little pecans for a last little top effect. And for me, I'm gonna hit it one more time with a little on the top. So if you're wondering, the question is, what did the dessert pizza say to the fork? You want a piece of me? You want a pizza me? Now I'm gonna pull it out. Literally, after adding the fruit and the end of chocolate, it's only been in here for about a minute. We don't really want to make this crust too dark or it'll be too crunchy. You, at home, are gonna go bananas for this pie. All right, so now you're either gonna take a blade or a pair of scissors or a knife, whatever you have at home. It would be a sharp chopper knife or a pizza knife. I'm gonna cut mine in smaller pieces because this is gonna be a very decadent, sweet dessert, and you could definitely find a few friends for this idea. This is our creation of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. We're about to take a bite. You know I'm always first. Where do you even get involved in this? I'm gonna go for this right here. This looks unbelievable. You guys get to see me get messy today. Oh my God. Wow. So you guys enjoy, have a great day. Hope to check you out on the next video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to get notifications whenever I put out a new one. I'd love for you to follow me and watch me more. Tune in for more coming up. Have a great one.